It's King Charles' coronation. The cameras are rolling, the world is watching, and Prince Harry, yes, our favorite ginger rebel, just asked his cousin Princess Eugenie a question so brutally honest it could have shattered every piece of royal china in Westminster Abbey. Now, let's paint the picture, shall we? May 6, 2023, a date that will forever be etched in royal history. And not just because Charles finally got his moment in the spotlight after waiting longer than most people wait for their Amazon deliveries. Welcome back to Royal Cookies, where we serve up the juiciest royal gossip with a side of heart-wrenching humanity. Please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. This was supposed to be the ultimate family reunion. The pageantry, the pomp, the circumstance, basically everything the British do better than anyone else, wrapped up in more gold than a rapper's music video. Prince Harry showed up solo. Meghan stayed home in California with the kids, probably watching on Netflix like the rest of us. Now, imagine being Harry in that moment. You're sitting there, relegated to the third row like a distant cousin at a wedding, watching your father become king while your relationship with the family is more fractured than a dropped iPhone screen. The seating arrangement alone was more loaded than a Christmas pudding. Harry wasn't exactly getting the VIP treatment. No balcony appearance, no special role. Just a front-row seat to what his life could have been if he'd kept his mouth shut about family secrets. Enter our hero, the lip-reading expert. Now, I don't know about you, but whoever this person is deserves an MBE because they've just given us access to the most exclusive conversation since Harry's last tell-all interview. Picture the scene, Westminster Abbey, filled with enough royalty to make your head spin. And there's Harry, probably feeling as out of place as a vegan at a barbecue convention. He spots Princess Eugenie, his cousin, one of the few family members who didn't completely ice him out after Megxit. And then it happens. The moment that's had royal watchers more obsessed than teenagers with TikTok trends. Harry leans over and asks Eugenie a question so raw, so vulnerable, it cuts through all the ceremonial fluff like a hot knife through butter. Why hasn't anybody contacted me? But wait, there's more. Because apparently, Harry wasn't done serving emotional devastation. According to our lip-reading detective, Harry also revealed, "I've spent 5 hours with my dad in his office and not a friendly text from either." Can you imagine? 5 hours with his father, the new king, no less, and still radio silence from the family WhatsApp group. Let's talk about Princess Eugenie for a hot minute, because girlfriend was caught in a position more uncomfortable than wearing Spanx to a 5-course meal. Here she is, trying to enjoy her uncle's coronation while secretly being 8 months pregnant with her second child. And suddenly she's thrust into the role of family therapist. The lip reader noted that Eugenie responded with what can only be described as a sympathetic yet reserved smile, which, in royal translation, means "I feel for you, but I also can't be seen picking sides because I quite like my royal privileges, thank you very much." Think about Eugenie's position here. She's always been one of the more relatable royals, the one who actually seems to enjoy life rather than treating every public appearance like root canal surgery. She's maintained friendships across the royal divide, somehow managing to stay cool with both Harry and William, which is more diplomatic than most UN ambassadors possess. But in this moment, she's essentially being asked to choose sides in a family feud that makes the Montagues and Capulets look like a minor disagreement over who left the milk out. Body language experts noted that both Eugenie and her sister Beatrice appeared hesitant in helping their awkward cousin, concerned about royal protocol. And honestly, can you blame them? It's like being the friend caught between two other friends who are feuding, except these friends happen to be future kings and current dukes. And every interaction is being analyzed by millions of people worldwide. No pressure, right? Right? Cookie lovers, let's zoom out for a second because this isn't just about one awkward conversation at a coronation. This is about a family that's more fractured than a Ming vase in an earthquake, trying to maintain appearances while basically treating each other like strangers at a bus stop. Harry's question, "Why hasn't anybody contacted me?" isn't just about text messages. It's about feeling completely cut off from the people who used to be his inner circle. Imagine going from being the spare who everyone adored to being persona non grata faster than you can say Netflix deal. And that revelation about spending 5 hours with his father? That's not just tea. That's an entire brewing company. 5 hours. That's longer than most Marvel movies, and apparently not long enough to rebuild a relationship that's been more damaged than London during the Blitz. The really heartbreaking part? This conversation happened at what should have been a celebration. Charles finally getting his moment, the family supposedly coming together, the monarchy moving into a new era. Instead, we get Harry basically asking his cousin why his own family is ghosting him harder than a bad Tinder date. It's giving Major sitting alone at the kids' table during Christmas dinner vibes. Except the kids' table is Westminster Abbey and millions of people are watching your emotional breakdown in real time. But here's what's really fascinating about this whole situation. It shows us that despite all the PR spin, all the united family messaging, all the carefully orchestrated public appearances, the reality is messier than a toddler's art project. If you're obsessed with royal strategy and environmental impact like I am, make sure you're subscribed to Royal Cookies because we're serving up the most sustainable royal content on YouTube. And remember, in a world full of fast fashion and royal scandals, sometimes the most revolutionary thing you can do is wear your values on your sleeve, preferably in a gorgeous shade of green. Sophie's proving that environmental activism isn't just about what you do, it's about who you become. Until next time, keep munching on those eco-friendly royal cookies.